Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Wilson versus Wilson.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Mrs. Wilson, you are back in my courtroom because after originally denying your son, your soon-to-be ex-husband is now denying your firstborn daughter, Peyton. You say Mr. Wilson is nothing but a deadbeat who has abandoned you and your children in order to play house with his new little girlfriend and baby. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilson, you claim your wife is a gifted manipulator who refused to stop cheating on you with her ex-boyfriend. You and your new girlfriend say your wife's inability to stay faithful to you resulted in countless humiliations, as well as the birth of her daughter, and you intend to prove that her ex is the father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Wilson, you say your husband's paternity denial makes you furious.
Yes,
Tell the court
Your
why.
Honor. It makes me furious because I just feel like I shouldn't have to raise Peyton and the other two by myself, knowing that he is the father, and he knows he's the father. They know him as daddy. They've called him daddy since day one. So I don't know why he's trying to deny them now.
And you're raising all the children
Yes, Your Honor.
by yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
No help from Mr. Wilson, your husband.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilson, you don't believe you're Peyton's biological father.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
And I have
whenever
reasons,
he
Your Honor.
does see them, though, I have to provide everything. I have to call him to beg him to see them, which I shouldn't have to do.
She's
That's
never
not my
called to
job.
beg him to see anybody. Never once.
And so you're saying he doesn't even want to establish a relationship with Peyton?
He has a relationship with Peyton. Every time that he sees a picture or she sees a picture of him or anything, she cries for him.
And you say you are doubtful, Mr. Wilson, that Peyton is your biological child.
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe your wife's ex is Peyton's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor. Throughout our whole relationship, Your Honor, she cheated on me with this guy multiple times. Multiple times. And
that's a lie, Your Honor. I cheated one time, and it really wasn't even cheating because we were not together. And I did get a hickey, and I'm going to admit it. And I did lie about it, but...
and she just now told the truth right here, right now. It took
Just
that
in this
long.
moment.
No,
Took that long.
I've told the
This
truth
long.
the whole time.
No, your excuse was the dog jumped off the bed and hit your neck. How does that happen? You know what I'm saying?
And what was your excuse for texting your ex?
Okay, so you believe she cheated with her.
Oh, I know she did, Your Honor.
Oh, you know she did. Around the time Peyton was conceived.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you believe this happened?
Okay, 2 weeks into our relationship, we worked together, right? We both had the same job. That's how we seen each other. She never showed up one day. She didn't show up, so I texted her. I said, you know, where was you at today? You know, I missed you.
And I
all
told
that.
you from the
She said
get-go I had to
orthodontist.
go to the orthodontist.
Right? Well, that night, this guy texts me and tells me that Haley was at his house.
And that's a lie, too, because I told you I went there. My ex never texted you.
She never said that.
So you get a text from a guy and says, your wife was at his house?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so did you confront her?
Yes, Your Honor. She lied. She said she went to the orthodontist. That was it.
Oh, so had you gone to the orthodontist, Miss Wilson?
I did go to the orthodontist.
Did you also go by your
And the
ex's?
only reason that I was at my ex's house was to see his sister. He was not there. And the only reason I didn't feel the need to tell him was because I didn't do nothing wrong.
I want to be clear, Mr. Wilson. From the moment you found out your wife was pregnant with Peyton, you had doubts.
Yes, Your Honor. Because her family members were telling me, you know,
They didn't believe this child was yours.
no.
They didn't believe Peyton was yours.
No, they knew there was a chance that she wasn't.
And they've told him that multiple times, and I believe that's where his doubt comes from. But the family members that tell him that stuff are two-faced anyway, so I don't know why he would believe them anyway.
So, but these are your family members. You
tell me them two faces don't look identical. Please tell me.
Your Honor,
She looks like
the
a
other
spitting
guy-
image of him.
Your Honor, the other guy, if you took a picture of him when he was about 13 or 14.
Because she has blonde hair and
No,
blue eyes,
no.
and that's his doubt.
No.
I
Me and
thought-
this guy could be brothers. We could.
I just can't believe he's doing this. Like,
Doing what? Being sure? You want to say that I'm the father? Let's make sure, you know what I'm saying?
I left my ex to be with him. So, I mean, it was 2 weeks before
She just admitted that
me
she
and
left
him
this
got
guy
together.
for me.
Well, what it's saying to me is she slept with two guys in the window of conception.
No, I had Peyton in November. We got together in November. You tell me how the heck I can be pregnant for a year, and that's what he's trying to say.
So you're saying the timeline doesn't add up?
It don't. There ain't no way.
But you disagree.
I hope I am.
You do?
I do hope I am.
Well, if he wants to be her daddy, he needs to step up and act like one. Stop being a part-time dad. I shouldn't have to provide everything that they need for them to come see you.
And I can see that hurts you. You feel, what are you feeling, Miss Wilson?
I shouldn't have to beg you, Taylor. You know what it's like not having
You
a dad.
shouldn't
We
put
both
me in-
know what it's like not having
Exactly.
parents that are there for us.
Exactly, but you shouldn't
They
put me in
need
that
them.
position, Haley, to have to wonder if she is my child or not. If we were
Well,
together...
if you really had doubt, Taylor, you shouldn't have stepped up and act like a daddy anyway.
Okay, Miss Wilson,
I'm sorry.
I know you're
I'm so
upset.
sorry.
Watch your language. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Miss Wilson, I have to ask you, did you ever tell this other guy that he was Peyton's biological?
No, that was a family member, and I proved it already, and I
No, Your
told
Honor, that's
him.
a lie. I have
Is it?
proof, Your Honor.
You do?
May I show you?
Yes, you
Some
may. Is
fake
that the
messages?
exhibit?
Yes, ma'am.
Please step over to the exhibit.
Your Honor, these are text messages from Haley and her ex. She states that he looks just like you. Look at her feet, her eyes, her ears. She's sent pictures of Peyton to this man, and right away, right off the rip, he said, she's not mine. He denied her from the beginning. She said, do you want to get a DNA test? He said no. If she was 100% sure that I was the father, why would she be texting another man talking about my alleged daughter looks like him?
That was not me. That was a family member that did that.
What motive does your family member have to spread these kind of lies?
I have no idea.
You think, Ms. Wilson, that Mr. Wilson, your husband, has decided to move on because he has a new girlfriend and they have a baby now?
Yeah, he
Nothing.
focuses
He moved on
more.
before we had a baby, though. That's the thing.
He didn't move on
We didn't
too
plan on
much
having
because
a
he kept
baby.
on coming back to me.
And that right there is the anger right there, because we have actually moved on. We have our own thing going, you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen Peyton, the other children, since the last time you appeared in court?
No, Your Honor.
That's tough for the children.
And it hurts me because I have to come up with excuses for them.
And you're running out of excuses.
I am.
You've brought a witness, Ms. Wilson. I'd like to hear from her. Please stand, ma'am. Step over to the podium. State your name for the court.
Amanda Gray.
Ms. Gray, you are what relationship to Ms. Wilson?
She's my niece. I'm her aunt.
All right. And what do you know about this paternity situation as it relates to Peyton?
I see Haley struggle every day. Just taking care of the kids, having to purchase everything for the kids. Just a daily grind of her just by herself with 3 kids is really
I
tough.
can't even keep a job because it's so hard to find daycare.
Your Honor, I have told her multiple
And
times, if she would just call a daycare, I will pay for that.
you ain't got no worries, Taylor. That's the thing. You don't have nothing to worry about.
You don't either, Haley. You got a
I have everything to worry about. I have 3 kids that I have to worry about on a daily basis. I have to wake up, change their diapers, do everything for them.
I'm trying to help you out, but yeah, you just got to figure
But are
it
you
out.
helping? Why are you helping if you don't believe Peyton's your biological
Because I have
child?
done built a bond.
Because he
with
loves her, you
I've
know.
done built. She knows me as daddy.
And it makes you emotional when you just look at her.
I've done built a bond with her. My first child, you know, I looked at her like my first child. For somebody to say that she's not, you know what I mean? That it just leaves a hole in my heart. It really does.
If you feel this way about her, why haven't you seen her? Father, no father, biology, no DNA, no DNA. If you feel this way about her, why haven't you come to see her or helped with her
Or
upbringing?
just give a call to talk to them. That's all it takes. A
Honor-
simple phone call. You're on your phone all the time. Call them every now
Right
and
now, we are still struggling. We
It
can't
don't
get
matter.
We
A
can't get
struggle does
food.
not make a crap.
We don't
We
have
can't get
somebody,
food.
Haley.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And
they
you think
can't
I
eat.
do.
We don't even eat. We have to go to my grandparents to eat. So we
Something I
can't
have to
get
work
them
on.
until we're done struggling. You know what I'm saying? But he still sees them.
you could
not
still
like he
see 'em.
should.
Exactly.
Not like he
So,
should, but he still
Then
sees
I
them.
have another
It don't
question.
matter, a phone call. That's what I'm saying, a phone call. Just to say, hey, how are you doing?
But what I don't understand is you have 3 children and you 2 have 1. And I keep hearing testimony about how we don't have any money, how we don't have any food, and how we're struggling. Why do we keep making babies and you can't take care of them?
It ain't like I'm out to just make a bunch of babies. It's not. I mean,
I think it is.
Whether you say it's your intention or not to go out there and make a bunch of babies, you've gone out there and made a bunch of babies, potentially. And this is very real because at the end of the day, you're learning the lessons that those of us who have children, and we know this each and every day, these children gotta eat. Mm-hmm. They need clothing, they need shelter, they need care, they need an education. I don't know if Peyton's your biological child or not. We're gonna find that out today, but what we do already know is y'all need to stop making babies. Yeah. That's the truth. You worry, Ms. Wilson, why he won't step up and take care of the children. They can barely take care of themselves.
I know, but they still need a father figure there.
Absolutely do. That's the tragedy in all of this. These little people. And when you say he's not there and he's not doing this, there's a part of me and I look at him and I go, where are you, Mr. Wilson? But then when they explain where they are, they sit up there trying to find something to eat. That's where children get shortchanged because the parents are not on solid ground, so they can't provide solid ground for children. You can't provide what you don't have.
Yes, ma'am.
What are your hopes, Miss Wilson? I see you in tears. What are you feeling and what are you hoping today?
When I see the results, I know they're coming back that he's the father, but I just hope that he steps up and does something for these kids because he knows what it's like, and they should not have to suffer through what he suffered through as a kid. And it's sad watching them beg for their daddy and not have him there.
Yeah, because they know him as daddy. So I'm just hoping he does step up and be the daddy that they need him to be, you know?
And if he's not her biological father,
He is
your ex willing to be there and step up?
I don't even talk to my ex, so I mean.
Mr. Wilson, what are your hopes?
honestly, I really do hope she is. I really do. I've done belt to bottom with her. She knows me as daddy, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
And as emotional as that makes you, to talk about her, to look at her face, and I see every time you do, I see you have a very real love for her, and it's genuine. You have to know that if you are the father, she's 2 years old, and she's sitting around, running around here asking where her daddy is. Now, as much as you say you love her, DNA or not, you know that that's not how you're supposed to do a little girl or a little boy. Leave them wondering where you are. So we need to get this thing together today. It's going to start today. And it's going to start with the truth. Jerome, can I have the envelope, please? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Wilson versus Wilson, when it comes to 2-year-old Peyton Wilson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Wilson, you are the father.
Thank you.
You are her father.
Now step up, please.
You got to grow up before you can step up. And we got to grow up. This is serious. It's 4 babies. 4 children between the 3 of you. Do you have a job, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
A full-time job?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you finish high school?
No, ma'am.
Did you get your GED?
No, ma'am.
I'm gonna work on that with you. What would you like to do with yourself and your life besides make babies? I'm not laughing.
Honestly, I ain't really thought about it like that. Never.
That's honest. And I'll take that. Because I'd rather you tell me the truth than look at me and tell me a lie, because a lie doesn't serve us. I ask you this because you have to have dreams for your life. Because when you don't live a purposeful life, when you don't have a direction, you fall prey to exactly what's happening right now. You making baby after baby. Because quite frankly, sex is your activity. No, I'm serious. Dr. Jeff is waiting for you all. Sit down and be honest. You have to set boundaries for yourself and get some discipline. Tell yourself no. No more children right now. I gotta get my life together before I can create another life. All right? And I'm gonna check on you young people. All right? I wish you the very best. Court is adjourned.